The YouTube platform is ever-changing and so are its content creators. YouTubers come and go. Some gracefully retire after a solid run, some crash and burn, while others simply vanish, leaving behind their channel as an unfinished relic of the past. But what if a YouTuber has clearly reached the expiration date of their YouTube career, for lack of a better word, yet stays because leaving isn't an option? When they clearly have grown tired of their self-inflicted content grinding, yet are forced to continue their spiel on, day after day, simply because it's all they know and all they'll ever be. What if the one thing you chose to shape your whole identity around suddenly isn't you anymore? But unfortunately, it's your bread and butter, a routine you've built your life around, and a character thousands of internet strangers expect you to be. This is the predicament of a man named David, more widely known as Adam the Woo. A YouTuber that has been making videos and broadcasting his life for pretty much 15 years now. His lengthy YouTube career started with his Adam the Woo channel, where he covered certain locations and events in a very loose amateur documentary style. Later he would start a second channel, The Daily Woo, where he would post daily vlogs showing his day-to-day shenanigans. His quirky, carefree, enthusiastic style, along with his love for exploring abandoned and often restricted areas, earned him a good solid fan base, allowing him to even quit his job, buy a big van to live out, and explore all of the wondrous and decrepit places the USA had to offer. Some viewers would later dub this van life period as the peak Woo era. Good old Adam was doing pretty well for a long time on the platform, and even inspired a few copycats. So when did things turn sour for our golden boy? The first cracks started showing when Adam managed to get banned from both Disney World and Universal Studio Orlando properties. You see, another one of his big interests is theme parks, especially the Disney parks. He's a total Disney adult, to use the popular term. Alas, he made the foolish decision to combine his two passions of theme parks and exploring restricted areas, and had made several videos trespassing on both Disney and Universal properties. And golly gee whiz, who could have known that going into restricted areas owned by multi-billion corporations and posting footage of a said criminal offense on YouTube would make their legal teams descend faster on you than flies on a pile of cow shit on a hot summer day. Shouting like a madman during a televised event in one of these theme parks didn't help his case either.
Yeah, that's right! You know what's up! Do you smell what the vlog is cooking? This will be the last time I exit Universal Studios Florida, now Universal Orlando. I have been trespassed. I'm being escorted out. Security is directly behind me.
Now, while Universal Orlando still maintains his ban, Adam was lucky enough that Disney did lift their ban after 2 years. He could once again enter his oh so beloved Disney parks, but it's clear the whole experience left a deep impression on him and marked the end of his more daring urban exploration days. After that, it was a steady decline over the years, starting with him pretty much abandoning his Adam the Woo channel. You know, the one with actual content that had gained him his original fan base, in favor of focusing on his The Daily Woo channel to churn out low-effort, unedited vlogs. Him eventually buying an overpriced house in Celebration, along with an old people golf cart to drive to Starbucks every day for his piping hot beverage, made it clear the old Woo was no more. New Woo mainly wanted to vlog himself zipping around in his golf cart around the block and going balls deep into the Disney parks. He repeated so much content, the term woopeats was born among his critics to highlight how many times he does the same things over and over. Like he's stuck in an OCD-fueled Groundhog's Day. But dipping views, a midlife crisis breakdown, and relentless criticisms, I mean his anti-Woo subreddit has more members and a more active community than his fan subreddit, about his ever-repeating cycle of the same old stuff seemed to suddenly urge him to a new endeavor: international travel. Despite previously stating several times that he had no interest in traveling outside of the USA, suddenly the world is his oyster. Perhaps Adam hoped to relive the glory days of his early videos, but the "live simple van life" mantra of his old content was swapped with first-class flights and fancy expensive hotels long before his international ambitions. Hardly the hallmarks of a down-to-earth adventurous man of the people. Safe to say, his grand attempt at morphing himself into an international travel vlogger is a dud. A normal person would be excited for an international vacation, but for Adam, it's just ticking off a list. It's odd to see someone with so much free time and funds to fully embrace the opportunity most people will never have with such a lackluster and limited mindset. People interested in traveling generally don't tune in to watch someone bumble about in a foreign country with no plan, no knowledge, and an excitement level that's on par with watching a vacation slideshow of an elderly couple's yearly stay in Benidorm. Even his fanbase, whom probably are elderly couples that hibernate in Benidorm each year, don't seem too thrilled with his travel videos. This content switch up is a bit reminiscent of his last attempt to try something new, which was a low-effort Back to the Future movie analysis using his own television and a broom handle, that he surprisingly uploaded on his old main channel. Hoping to revive the rotten carcass of the long-dead Adam the Woo channel and kickstarting a new content series he could casually produce in his living room with no editing or bells and whistles. The reception to this video was lukewarm, to put it very generously, and Adam was quick to discontinue the whole thing after that one video, and the main channel sunk back into obscurity. But at least that new video idea didn't hit him in the wallet as hard like this international vlogging fiasco.
Convenience store of sorts, if you will. What's up, man? Want to be on the video?
I don't want to be in a video, I want to just fucking fuck.
So he's spending a ton of money to travel to places where he clearly isn't happy to be. It's an awkward, almost surrealistic experience viewing these videos. And a bit anger-inducing when he makes cool and interesting locations and countries look dull and boring somehow. It's almost a skill, I might say. If you want to see a guy fly long hours to visit distant countries only to stay up all night in his hotel room watching Disney movies, starting his day at noon, rarely leaving the immediate radius of his hotel, then getting bored and cutting his trip short several days to catch a flight back home to spend the following days lazying around a Disney park, well then Adam the Woo is your man. And you? Well, you are probably insane. Frankly, I'm more interested to see how long he will be able to keep up this charade after fleeing from his latest destination, South Korea, like a bat from hell after doing one guided tour, 2 theme parks, and stumbling around a few blocks around his hotel to eat some toast on a street electricity cabinet. His misadventures abroad are not revitalizing him as he hoped, but burning him out in top speed with an added bonus of non-stop jet lags. Adam never managed to break out of his cycle of stagnation and woopeats, but he added a second cycle of torment, mainly to stick it to his critics, many of which would hate on him regardless. It's a no-win situation. And let me tell you, this dude gets a lot of hate to the point it's comical. Not only on Reddit, but on the gossip forum Tattle, there are countless threads about the Woo dating back from 4 years ago until now. People dislike him for various reasons. Some of it is valid criticism, and some of it is jealousy and people being terminally online. There's also a lot of alleged drama crap, but this isn't a lore deep dive. Criticism is a given if you put yourself out there online, but Adam does have a horrible way of dealing with it, which is mainly doubling down or ignoring legit helpful criticisms or advice and obsessing about the dumb bullshit. Honestly, there's no real solution for Adam. It's either accepting his fate of eternal woopeats or painfully keeping up his current facade even though old Woo is long gone and buried. He could go full on into the theme park content, seeing how those videos are the ones where he has a modicum of joy. But then, in the year of our Lord 2025, he would have a real hard time competing in the extremely oversaturated theme park vlogging market, with many of these other theme park vloggers, while still being cringe, putting a lot of effort in their videos with editing and being knowledgeable. In a normal situation, the YouTuber would have slowly fizzled out and moved on with their life. But Adam has been on YouTube so long he hasn't really developed any other job skills. Age-wise, picking up a new trade isn't probable, and he hasn't collected any helpful professional connections during his entire tenure. Adam the Woo is in the awkward situation of being both the main character and the producer of his own Truman Show. The main character is burned out, but the producer knows the show must go on nevertheless, to keep that sweet gravy train running until it ultimately derails.